Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. I have an incredible video that I put forward, at least I think, that I put together for you today. Lots of stuff to learn. I think that will be very, very helpful to anybody running a laser business, certainly anyone that is preparing to start one. So I'm going to run stuff in the background. I'm not really big on just head-to-head videos, so I'm going to try and put some interesting things in the background through the video, but the information is, it's the best I can give you. So here we go. Here in Bangkok still. I will be on vacation for 6 months, but I am going to keep bringing you what I got as far as starting a business. I said I was going to make a series on that for 2026. So hopefully, if you work hard this year, you can start taking some vacations too. I want to help everybody as much as I possibly can to learn everything that I know about running a laser business, and hopefully you get something out of that. Today is going to be a bit of a 101 class, like where do you start? How do you start? And by no means is it going to be an end-all, be-all, everything. It's just going to be some of the things that came to my mind that hopefully one or two little nuggets in this video is going to help you somewhere, somehow. And that's kind of the main thing. I'm going to bring some of the processes that have worked for me, some of the things that I didn't do, and then when I started doing them, things got better. And I think that's really important. I think one of the most important things about running a business, period, is trying to learn from people who have already done it. So I'm probably not running the exact same business you're going to want to run, but there'll be a lot of similarities. And so try to take from the things that I've actually done and implement them into what you do, at least, and see if they're successful. If they're not, they're not. They're going to have a much better percentage chance of doing something if you could see somebody else has already done it. There's a ton of laser channels out there that are going to tell you all sorts of things, but what do they do? Are they running a laser business? And what do they use? What do they do? These are important things. And if you don't know, well, that's kind of suspect, in my opinion. Are they just trying to sell you something, or are they legit trying to help? And I think we can see there are a few people out there, and I've mentioned them in the last video, that I feel are out there to help you. And I do suggest watching the entire, this is the second one in the series for 2026, and I suggest just going through all of them. You can come through some of my old videos about craft shows and things, because I probably won't get to that for another, maybe a couple weeks or so. But there'll be updated information for everything. And I'm going to answer every question. So, you have a question, just put it down, even from the last video. I'm going to have, at the end of some of the videos coming up, I will just go over all of the questions and try to answer every single one. So one of the first things I would say is write it down. Yeah, I mean, sure, you could leave a comment. Now, you don't have to subscribe.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Anyway, that made me laugh, so I had to do that. But I would say write it down. So, get yourself a notebook. I said this in the last video. Just get yourself a notebook. And this is your laser notebook. Any ideas, any thoughts that you have, just write it down. And you may never even have to look at that again, but there's just something about writing it down physically that just starts to get your brain thinking about it. And hey, all I can say is it's working for me. I just encourage you to try to do the things I'm doing. And again, if they don't work, they don't work. And even though I didn't use this exact process, I realized that I did, right? And that's the who. Well, actually, I did what, why, where, when, and who. And I literally did go through this process without even realizing it. I would say just spend a day just chilling out, just relax and just kind of process like, hey, what do I want my life to look like? And when it comes to your business and your lasers, like, hey, for me, vacationing, in wherever was the end goal for me. I wanted to be able to work part-time and then be able to travel because I love travel and I love lasers. So how are those two things going to work together? And then, of course, I have this a travel channel. I'll leave that below. That I'm just starting to make videos for Bangkok for that. I'm trying to make a life that I want, and I start from the beginning, not at the end, because you'll never get to the end goal if you don't have one. So what? Write it down. Write it. Why? Why are you doing this? As I had just mentioned, I'm doing this because I love lasers and I love travel. So I'm marrying those two things together for everything that I'm doing. And why I structure my business a certain way has to do with my end goals. So as long as I know what those are, I won't start doing things that aren't aligned with that, right? I mean, am I going to become a full-time teacher in a school or something? No, because that wouldn't align with my travel plans, right? Unless it did, unless it was like a 6-month teaching job or something like that. So I think you get my point there. Where are you going to run your laser business is one part of the where, right? I mean, are you going to run it from your office? How is the exhaust going to get out? Is the noise going to cause problems for your family or things like that? When would you be able to run it in there? Is it going to hit your neighbors? Are you going to have to do something about that? Is it get really hot or really cold? How is your laser going to deal with that? All these problems have been issues for me in the past. You may not have those issues, but just thinking of the where is kind of a big deal. Now I'm getting to the point where my where, I want it to be anywhere in the world. And within the next couple of years, that's why I started the travel channel and start making videos, basically teaching people. And then I make files, so I can sell my files from anywhere in the world. I don't have to ship a physical product. So that was part of this whole plan. Now you're starting to see why I had to write it down and why you realize, okay, this works. Selling physical products doesn't really work with my plan. But wait a second, I do sell physical products, but I sell them retail, which is going to be my next video, is how to sell retail, right? And what I do is I sell all of that the 6 months leading up to Christmas because that's the peak time of sales. And so I'm going to do that. And then as soon as it gets near Christmas and I don't have to, get any more product to the stores, then I'm going to head out, right, for 6 months because it's slow season. So all of these things work together. All of the things that I do work together. And I did get a question on how to sell files. And so this is a video I will also not make a dedicated video, but it will be part of a video and I will teach you this. It's not difficult, but it's a little bit weird just to learn on your own. So at least to be able to do well. When? So obviously, when are you going to have time to do this? Are you working full time? Are you going to have to do it after? If you're going to end up being successful at this, you have to have some level of dedication. An old thing that people say is, what are you willing to give up? Because something has to change, right? If you keep doing the same things that you're doing now, how are you ever going to have something else? What is that saying? If you continue to think like you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got. I mean, it's brilliant, right? And you do have to change something, right? So whether you change you inside to become a different person to run this business, or you stop watching TV at night, or thumb through your, your phone, or whatever it is that you're doing, to cut those things out and to use that time to really concentrate on your laser business. The next thing is who? Who do you listen to? And I brought this up, I believe, already. Listen to people who have basically done what you're doing. And that is pretty important. So if you are going to make a certain kinds of product, like I've talked about this before, I use the Atom Stack, the 40 watt craft, right? Because it literally makes everything that is my files that I sell. It makes them all, it makes them pretty fast, it makes them cleanly, and most important for me, it makes them easy. That's the thing I like the most, that I throw in the board, it just cuts it out, and I don't have to do a lot of cleaning. It just, everything about it just works the way I need it to work. But if you make something else, and I bring up this stove covers, right, like Clack Shack makes, those aren't going to fit in an Atom Stack craft. So if that's what you're making, it's the wrong laser for you. So this is why I say listen to people who have what you want, basically, or do what you want, because you're going to have some idea, right? If you're going to do acrylic, you're not going to buy a diode laser. You're going to want a CO2 laser. Which one do you get? Well, who's actually doing what you want to do, and what are they using, and what would they suggest? I mean, maybe they bought something years ago and they're like, well, if I had it to do over again, I'd buy this type of laser. So this is the important thing, to not make a lot of mistakes, is to get advice from people who are already doing what you want to do. But once you learn the basics, don't be a follower. Start doing your own thing. You can't do that right away, or it's not likely you're going to do that right away. You got to get some level of expertise. And this is a lot of times why I bring up doing, I just had a comment about this, about doing craft shows. And they're like, hey, hardly anybody makes money on craft shows. And I've said this in my craft show videos. Most people don't make any, or they lose money on craft shows. Now, I happen to make money on craft shows, but it took me years to figure out what shows and, all of these special things, what to sell, what not to bring. There's a lot of ways to lose money on craft shows, and I suggest doing farmers markets or small craft shows first, just to see the logistics of how you get things in, what people like, what people don't like. There's just so much to it that don't treat craft shows early as make or break. Treat them as learning exercises. Not only learning your product and how you sell it and everything, and the pricing and everything like that, but also how other people look at who's successful, who's not. Also, what shows do they say are the best? There's so much you can learn from doing craft shows, and then getting more business as well that you wouldn't even imagine. There's a lot to it. So as much as I really don't do craft shows anymore, just because of the goals that I have of traveling, and that just doesn't lend itself to that, they can be highly profitable. But you can check out my old videos on craft shows. There's going to be a lot of great information in there. As you probably can tell by now, I'm not like super smart. I'm not better than you. What I do have is dedication. What I do have is a love for what I do. It is something I think about pretty constantly. I love making this video right now for you. I mean, it's something I enjoy doing, that I look forward to doing. The editing I don't love so much, but the making and the talking to everybody, I love that part. And if you are successful, that's going to make me happy. And if you're not, I want to know more so that I can help. I think in the end, what I'm saying is you need a mentor. And in today's day, age, it's probably not easy to get a person that's close to you that can teach you how to do this. But you do have YouTube. You do have a lot of different ways to learn this through people who you can trust and who have already done it. And so try and think of it as a mentorship, and that you are basically a disciple or a layman, and you're going to learn from the experts. So try and find those experts. And just remember, hey, this is a commitment. So what kind of commitment are you willing to make and enjoy? Because honestly, if you hate this, it's going to be a tough road, because you're going to end up having obstacles. You're going to have things, that get in your way that you have to overcome. And it's very difficult to do that if you're not happy and excited about what you're doing. Now, some people are fine with that, and good on you. It's not the way I operate. If I don't like doing something, I pretty much want to do something else. So I think that's enough for this video, but we're going to get into a lot more. And also, as I've already answered a few questions in this video, I will answer your questions. So put them below, and let's see if we can't get some success for everybody by next Christmas. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.